And we are back with even more Pokemon. And how would these videos ever be complete without this guy? He has already reviewed several of the movies in some awesome reviews you should go check out. He is Nietzsche. Or Nietzsche. Oh.
Forget it, man. It's Pallet Town. Oh, hey, were we doing this today? Oh, man, hi, Sophie.
It's great to have you. So, what is it you like so much about Pokemon?
Well, what's not to like about Pokemon? It's about traveling the world, amassing your own little army of monsters who will totally be your best friend. It's about seeing all the different kinds of Pokemon you can find. There are cute, fluffy ones, there are big, fire-breathing, badass ones, there are legendary Pokemon which take freaking forever to capture, but it's okay because it's totally worth it. This show basically had everything kids could want. Action, adventure, and magical creatures to do your bidding.
It is kind of funny to think about how much the show has actually changed over time. When I stopped watching it in the Max and May saga, what you call it, the show was kind of light-hearted and sort of repetitive. Not that much was going on. But when it started, in the first season, Pokemon could be surprisingly dark. Like, for instance, that time when Team Ash and Team Rocket were trapped in a sunken ship turning upside down on the bottom of the ocean. Or how about the time that Ash actually died for half an episode and flew around with some ghost Pokemons? Or how about the arc with the gym leader who had split her own person into two with her psychic powers, always carrying around her more childish self on her arm? But because that child was also the embodiment of her loneliness, the child would take human beings prisoners as small dolls in a dollhouse she can play with, and if Ash didn't win his duel, he and his companions would be stuck there forever. Anime! And this is even the soft-core children's anime. You don't want to watch Elven Lied. You don't. Go away now.
That's the thing, though. People enjoy being scared.
Susamosa?
It dates back as far as civilization, and probably further. We love that feeling, that adrenaline rush of being in danger, but
Can I go now?
preferably without actually having to be chased by a hungry tiger.
Yeah.
So, horror movies, or psychological thrillers, or Doctor Who, or dystopian futures. We like to poke into the dark corners of our psyches and see what comes up. And we like to make the mundane scary. So, little dolls are actually people. Or shadows, which can actually kill you.
Is it, is it over?
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, unless you want me to say more.
Oh, no. That's okay.
Well, there is that really interesting thing about...
Cut to commercials!
Hey you! Yes you! Do you live in England? Do you have anything to do in the second week of September? Well, if you do, cancel that shit and come to Alcon and meet me! As well as Sesamursa, Dog Walker, Brintle Floss and lots of other people. Also, I spent the entire vacation making these costumes, so well that has been why there hasn't been that many videos. Sorry, but just remember, come to Alcon, watch our shows, support us all, and I will be eternally grateful.
And the great and powerful Trixie are simply dying with anticipation. So hurry up! Get to the magnificent show, get your Alcon ticket and meet up! Flashlight! And, is she gone? Yes. So I'm back too. And, we have another guest with us, so I guess it's pretty good, you know, we wouldn't want this to be too crowded. And I have my good buddy with me, my good anime buddy. I can talk anime with the horror guru. Hey, what's up, dude?
What do you mean, what's up? We're here to talk about Pokemon, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right.
The animated show was not based on any specific manga. In fact, the show was created for the sole purpose of promoting the games themselves. As such, the rules in the anime are very much the same as in the Game Boy games, even going as far as introducing such concepts as the trading machines, which also appear in the games.
The Pokemon Game Boy game. I wasted my childhood playing that.
Yeah, me too.
In the world of Pokemon, everyone who reaches the ripe age of 10 are given the freedom to go out and become Pokemon trainers themselves. It's a very simple process. First, they receive a starter Pokemon, which in the beginning was usually a Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur. Our protagonist Ash, however, comes too little too late to his own Pokemon journey and thus receives a Pikachu, an unprecedented starter Pokemon which has since become the mascot of the whole franchise.
Face it. At this point, removing Pikachu from Pokemon is the same as removing tit from porn. It's just not done.
Pikachu.
After that, it's all about collecting badges from gym leaders, which is usually achieved by beating them in a traditional Pokemon duel. And once the trainers have achieved all 6 badges, they're allowed to enter in the Pokemon tournament, which is treated kind of like the Olympics, where the whole world watches while each trainer competes to be the best there ever was.
Is it any wonder that for a while it was just the thing among kids? I mean, it just had everything.
You could make pretend that you were a Pokemon trainer, have your favorite Pokemon get street creds depending on how strong your Pokemon in your Game Boy games were, and then fight against the other kids, collect the Pokemon cards and play with them. Oh god, the cards. By god, the Pokemon cards. We should all face it. We all had a mountain of those cards and no one knew how to play with them. We just had them. And the franchise is still going today and is still pretty big. Not nearly as big as it once were when I was around 10 or 12 years old, when Pokemon was on its absolute highest, but it's still going. With new games, new generations of Pokemon, new movies, new animated episodes. Hell, I got the surprise of the month when I tried to watch one of the newest episodes and discovered that Team Rocket had sort of developed. Get this, guy, get this. In the newer seasons, the newer episodes, Team Rocket, and I mean our Team Rocket, DSD James Meow, has become competent. I know. Oh my god. And not just competent. They have become cool. Still goofy, but it's styled down. They have become some intelligent, cool wildcards in the show with clever plans, neat escapes by jetpacks. And well, this all except... It's seemingly gone from the show, at least mostly. Sometimes it still happens, but it's not that often anymore. And quite frankly, as a Team Rocket fan, I'm happy to see them getting stuff done and be an on and off ally to us in the team. It's great seeing them actually succeeding and doing stuff. I would love to have an entire show that was just about these two and forget all about Ash. I would actually love that. But, you know, whatever. And there is tons and tons and tons more to talk about in Pokemon. I barely scratched the surface here, barely. But, again, time and all of that. Just for the sake of it, I want to recommend this guy on YouTube who talks about Pokemon and knows far more about it than I do, in spite of me actually having been a hardcore fan as a kid. For one thing, this guy knows how to play the card game.
real. Well then, I guess there's only really one thing left to say. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Catch them in my reach. Training is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, into his life. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you.